I want to share with you how you can create your own virtual field trip simply by using Google Earth, and if you want to add Screencastify as well. So let's show you how this works. First step is going to Google Earth, which you'll visit at earth.google.com. Then what you'll do is you'll go right here where you see your projects. Project-wise, you can create your own virtual field trip by creating a project. Students can do this as well, and it saves automatically on Google Drive, which makes it great to collaborate with other people. I'm going to call this untitled project Where I Have Lived. And next what I'll do is I'll actually choose right down here a title slide. So I'm going to go to a full screen slide, and I'm going to say where I've lived. I'm going to add my name. And if I'd like, I can also add a link. Say for instance, I have like my blog right here. I can add a link to that. I'll just hit OK, and voila. Now by default, you have this slate gray. You can click on this link, by the way. You can change that simply by changing the colors down here, your own custom color, or even adding a picture. So now I'll hit this back arrow, so I have that title slide. Next thing that I'll do is I'm going to add a place, so I can search, or I can add my own place mark. Simply by doing this. I'm going to go ahead and choose Alliance, Ohio. And what it will come up is this card right up here to tell me a little bit more about Alliance, Ohio. I can always change this, which I really like about that. I'm going to hit Add to Project, and I'm going to hit Save. So the next thing that I might want to do is I actually might want to go back, and I might want to show maybe Mount Union College. Okay, so Mount Union College, Mount Union University is right here, and I can use Pegman to do that. So I can use Pegman and just drop Pegman. I'm just going to drag and drop, put them right about here so we can see the football stadium. So what happens is then you get this street level view of Mount Union University. Ooh, very cool. So I have this right here. I'm going to actually just stop right here. And I'm going to say, yeah, I really like this. So you can capture this view right here, and we can call it just outside of the football stadium. Okay, then I can hit save. Now, there's cool things that I can do with this is I can add pictures and videos. So this could be very helpful. If you want students to navigate this particular map on their own, this could be very helpful. So you could add your own images yourself, YouTube videos. I'm gonna do Mount Union University. Okay, I have some pictures right here. I'll just go ahead and put a picture right there. It'll put it here as a thumbnail. I can even add videos if I want. And I can add that video. So this would be helpful if you want your students to be able to interact with this map on their own. You don't necessarily have to do that. So I'm going to show you two different options for sharing this with your students. If you wanted to add text, you could add text. I can go back and now I have right here just outside the football stadium where I've lived. Okay. Other things you can do as well. If you would like, you can add your own pins, so your own place marks. So let's say for instance, right there, I wanted to put a place mark, and I'll just put down my house. I don't actually live there, but we'll just say that my house. Other things you can do as well is you can add or draw lines. So I can click right here, and then I'll just drag, and then click, and then just move my cursor over here. So if I wanted to draw out a path, I could do that. And then I just hit enter or return, and I'll just call it my route. And then I'll just hit save. Okay, so now it's presentation time. What does this actually look like? Well, now I can go right here to present, and I have my title slide. I have right here Alliance, Ohio. We could go in and talk a little bit more about Alliance. I could zoom in and check this out. I'm going to zoom in to the just outside the football stadium. I can go through and navigate and hit play right here. I could watch this video if I'd like. I can click right here to go to the next part, and that is I can see my house, my fictional house, and then right here it just shows the line that I created. If I need to go back, I can click on this table of contents and go back at any point. So okay, so now how do you actually get this to students? So here's some presentation options for you. Option number one would be just sharing this map with students and just having them navigate it. And so if I want to do that, I can simply go right up here to the share project. And just like any Google slideshow presentation, I can go right here. I can change the link so that anyone can view, okay? And I could put this link in, say, Google Classroom. I could put it in Google Doc. Maybe I'm doing a hyperdoc, and I want students to go through and maybe see the different places of an author's life. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do with that. That's one way. Another way would be combining Screencastify. So if you have younger students, this actually might be a better option for you. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to present. Now, next, I'm going to go right here to Screencastify, and Screencastify allows you for free to record up to 5-minute presentations. I can also embed my webcam right here, so I'm going to record, and I'm just going to record just this browser, and I'm going to hit record. Now what will happen is you'll see my picture right down here, and I can go through and I can use Screencastify to then give my tour of where I've lived. So I can actually go and I can click on this link, talk a little bit more about it. I can use some of the tools right here to just go ahead and highlight things. And it's a really great way of having students be able to hear your perspective on maybe a historical site, maybe you're talking about the settings in a book, things like that. And then when you're finished with this, what you would then do is you would actually hit stop. Okay, so once you hit stop, it uploads your video right here, and I'm just gonna hit pause. And then you have some options for how you publish this. So you could publish this, you could publish it right to Google Classroom, or this right here is a link to it being saved automatically on Google Drive. So instead of having students navigate on their own, you could have a video like such that they could then watch, and then you could put this on Google Classroom and they could write about it. Or you could use, say, Edpuzzle and have different questions embedded in that. So there's a lot of different features that you can use, but making a virtual field trip is great because you can use this on any device.